Hey, what's going on, good guys? Chris Noon here, Chris Noon Real Estate, ChrisNoonRealEstate.com. Like, comment, subscribe. So right now, what we're doing is we're going to react to these new congestion tolls that are happening that are happening and that have taken effect in New York City. Right. So to give you guys a brief synopsis, they're charging people a whole bunch of money to go into Manhattan. I'm going to give you guys my thoughts and we're going to react. This is ABC7 Eyewitness News, and we're going to basically react to this mood show that's happening. All right, I'm here with y'all, and let's talk about it.
The free rides are over in one of the busiest parts of Manhattan. That's because congestion pricing is now in effect.
Yeah, basically, drivers going below 60th Street will have to pay a toll, but opponents say they're not giving up their fight to stop the new tolls.
That's crazy, right? So drivers going into Manhattan below 60th Street, which is basically almost every way to get into Manhattan, I believe outside of what, anyway, have to pay a lot of money. So let's say you have to make 4 trips. They're going to tell you the prices soon, but let's say you take 4 trips in and out of Manhattan and you're driving. You got to pay a lot, and you have to do that a day. This is going to affect the real estate market, but not just in New York. And I'll get to that in a second.
Eyewitness News reporter Lindsay Tuckman joins us live on the Upper West Side with the very latest. Good morning, Lindsay.
Good morning, Pedro and Tony. After many delays and multiple lawsuits that raise the question of if it would even happen at all, it is official today. New York City joins other cities.
It's official as of January 5th. They waited until, I guess, the first day of the week, so it's official as of January 5th, 2025. These new congestion prices, and I spoke about it on my channel previously, and my thoughts on it, and they just really don't care about certain things. And you know what?
Like London, Stockholm, and Singapore with implementing a congestion pricing toll in the busiest parts of the city. And you can see behind me here, those gantries, they will be scanning your Easy Pass or your license plate to make sure that you get charged. So here's what you need to know if you are a driver.
There's so many things, right? They're saying that they want to ease up congestion in New York City, which New York City is the 5 boroughs, but basically Manhattan, right? The business district of the world. They want to ease up congestion in Manhattan. There's too many cars, there's too much traffic, and traffic in Manhattan is crazy. If you're driving in Manhattan, you're a different kind of human being. I'll tell you, you're definitely different. Now, they say that they want to encourage riders to take the trains now. So this is supposed to ease up. Well, it doesn't really affect the buses too much because the buses have their own lane. But this is supposed to encourage New Yorkers and tourists to ride the train. So this is definitely going to feed the economy for the Metropolitan Transit Authority, right? And there's problems with that. The problem with that, in my opinion, is these trains are not the safest, in my opinion. There's a lot of things. As you guys know, they just did something to a woman in Brooklyn or in Coney Island. There's people getting pushed on the trains. There's people getting choked on the trains by army veterans or whatever he was and getting away with it, right? And like there's a whole bunch of stuff going on the trains. The trains are always delayed, and you want to encourage riders, and then the prices are going to go up to $3 a ride again. Everything is going up. You guys made the A train prettier, but it's smaller. You took out the seats. Which is basically all day, right? $9 from 5 a.m. peak hours, 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. So basically from 9:01 p.m. right until 4:59 a.m., which nobody really is outside, it's almost free. Still not free. It's almost free. And up until that time, 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. during peak hours, Monday through Friday, they're going to be charged $9 to go in and out of Manhattan below 60th Street. That's insane. That's insane. From 9 to 9 Saturday and Sunday. From 9 to 9 Saturday and Sunday. That's disgusting. That is disgusting. You guys heard that? And if you don't have an Easy Pass, do not have an Easy Pass, which you have to pay for, right? It's going to cost you a little bit more. Yo. And better air quality. Less congestion and better air quality. Now you guys are worried about Mr. G and the weatherman, right? Now you guys are worried about Mr. G and the weatherman. Did I not say that? Did I not say that? It's to go towards the MT. It's to help. It's to economically assist the Metropolitan Transit Authority. Let me get into this. Transit advocates, the people, the public. No, we have not. And let me tell you something. The police, they're first responders, which means a crime has to occur and then they come. This is why nobody is scared of committing these crimes on a train. This is why you see people drinking on a train. This is why you see people smoking on a train, like smoking cigarettes, weed, K2, crack, whatever. They just all willy-nilly doing that thing on a train. They're beating up people. They're fatally injuring people on these trains. And you guys are talking about safety measures. You guys are talking about cameras. Okay, you're going to help find people after the crime is already committed. This is insane. This is insane. You guys, you know what you need to do as far as safety? Put the police on the train. Put them on the train. Trained police. Put trained police on the train. You know why? Because you got these untrained police out here unaliving people for going through a gate, right? Shooting the wrong person and unaliving the wrong person because somebody hopped the train. Somebody else hopped the train, so you find it necessary to unalive somebody else, right? Right? Come on. Absolutely. So remember when I said there's going to be a problem not in the real estate realm, not only for New York, there's going to be problems in surrounding states as well. Why? Because in surrounding parts of New York, so upstate, so on and so on, upstate, don't really have to worry about it. But there's problems with that because people come from New Jersey. I just got a phone call from a friend saying that these congestion tolls are hurting him in New Jersey. So now he has to move back to New York because he works here. So this is going to affect the real estate market. This is going to affect jobs because people won't be able, people that have to drive into New York, from Jersey, Connecticut, wherever, when people have to drive in and out of New York for their work, right? Or do you want people to go to Brooklyn, park up near downtown Brooklyn where there's no parking, right? Or park into one of these parking garages, which is more money. It's too heavy on the pockets. It's too heavy on the pockets. This is unrealistic. It's unreasonable. Well, it's not unrealistic because it's really happening. This is just unreasonable. And the people that are putting these things in place, that's a tongue twister. The people that are putting these things in place, they don't ride the subway, or they don't drive in and out of in and out of the city, or they just make so much money that they're just detached from the situation. Right? Maybe they don't even have to pay for the subway. Maybe the government pays for their trains. I don't know, but they're just detached from the real world. Where if all right, so they say 1% of the world's population makes $100,000 or more per year, right? So the 99% of people that are clamoring to make that money, that are clamoring, right? A lot of us are in the poverty levels. So the people that are clamoring to make the money, you're going to now tax them, right? And I don't mean tax as far as a tariff. I mean tax as far as you're going to charge them $9 to go in Manhattan, or just don't go in Manhattan with your car and just get on the train where they're setting people on fire, or pushing people in front of the train and cracking skulls. Like this is. Yes, I do agree. It's going to help cut traffic. Will the MTA be prepared? They are unprepared now. Well, now it's in effect. Prior to this, they were definitely unprepared with what was happening on a regular basis. Forget safety. Don't forget safety, but just take safety out of the conversation for a second, if you will. The MTA was definitely unprepared in that moment from prior to this situation happening, and it was nasty. It was always train delays. The trains are already overcrowded. So did you guys, before doing this, right, and pumping millions and billions of dollars, that's what we're gonna do, pump millions and billions of dollars into the MTA system. Did you guys at least start building more trains, right? So we don't have to be on top of each other. Didn't we just come out of a pandemic? These people still don't cover their mouths when they're coughing. Are we serious? So you want to put a bunch of people on a train that don't cover their mouth to reignite something, right? Nasty work. Nasty work. I told her, this is, look, I had to get dramatic with it. I had to get dramatic. You see how I'm shooting the lighting? I had to get dramatic with it because this is disgusting. This is disgusting. I totally disagree with this. I totally disagree with this. And me myself, I ride the train a lot. Pause. And I just see the frustration on people's faces. You have there's a homelessness. I don't know if that's the word. There's a homeless crisis, right? There's a lot of homeless people on the train. You need to worry about cleaning up the homelessness that's happening to where these people unfortunately are forced to move on the trains. And you want to put more people on the trains where there's homeless people that's on the trains, right? There's people with mental illness that ride these trains. There's a whole bunch of things happening that hasn't been taken care of. And yet you want to take people out of the cars, to put them into a subway that you guys are already unprepared for. I totally disagree with this. Chris Newman Real Estate, chrisnewmanrealestate.com. Like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend, tell a friend. I'll talk to you guys later.